Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. O'Don here in the Tri-State Traffic Show Traffic Center. Welcome to the big broadcast for this Friday, December the 9th, 2022. We thank you so much for dialing us up here. We are live on Facebook and YouTube this morning. So definitely join us and join the conversation for your morning ride. I feel like I'm just off the, it feels a little off. I think I moved the chair is what happened. Right. Anyway, welcome you. Sorry. Just real world, real time. If you could just let me know in the comments. I'm gonna leave this shot up for a little longer. Just tell me whether it looks a little dark. Lights, I think, got a little messed up here in the last day or so. I don't know what happened. You know what it is when, honestly, what happens is when I go to shut the lights off, the switch for the brightness is right next to the on off button. And sometimes my hand hits that instead. Because just a few minutes ago, this look, I was way too bright, but how does this look, Alexandra? You say, well, I have to do this. Let me put the Google Maps up. There's a little more brightness in there. Yeah. Okay. So Alexandra says, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. She says, looks good to me. Okay, that's good to see. As I'm press here, I missed the button. That's why. So we welcome you to the Tri-State Traffic Show. We'll be on for another hour. Then we have to reconnect with the New Jersey Morning Show. That dials in at 9 o'clock this morning. So certainly, please do join us there on the New Jersey Morning Show. I think I've seen this camera got all messed up too. Like I'm seeing, like on the sides here, on the sides. Whoa, right there and there, over here. What does that look like to you, Alexandra, on YouTube? Do you see my living room, my messy living room behind me? Because it's tough to see. I don't think this gives me a true accurate representation of what exactly is going out over the air. I think my screen is a little I don't know, maybe not to scale is maybe where I'm going with the screen, but yeah, I just noticed the parts of the living room are kind of in the shot, and I don't want that right there. Anyway, let's see what Alexander says. I don't see your living room. Okay, good. Because it's supposed to be the same format in the screen that I'm seeing. What I should try to do is maybe next week, maybe there'll be a little quasi holiday gift to everybody. I have to see if I can. There's a way that you can. I'm just going to share the screen here. Here. I think there is a way to get another camera wirelessly or Wi-Fi. And I'm wondering if I set my tripod up with my phone as the camera, but I'm afraid that the phone is going to get too hot and shut down. I'll have to think about that. Because I could give you a small behind the scenes kind of look what the setup here looks like, so you can understand where I'm going with this. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try to work on that. I think that'd be kind of fun, is to find the right venue, the right equipment to do it, how to do it. All right. Anyway, I digress. Welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. Once again, 7:43 is our time. In about a minute and 45, we'll hold to the time here. We will go to the Weather Center. I'm not quite sure who's doing weather today for us, but hopefully they will be on camera. I know they're still having trouble with their system, but when they sent over the reports here this morning, they did not say who was doing the report. Anyway, so let's just do a quick couple of things here. New Jersey, we've got a couple of situations here. Parkway here, southbound, just south of the Colonia service area there as you come into Island. There's a crash still being cleared. I think that's gone because it looked like the traffic was slowly easing up. 1-9 debris of the Bayway traffic circle on Route 1 has got an issue here. Northbound, just south of Carnegie Center Boulevard, 2 lanes are shut with a down utility pole and wires. Okay, so here's the Parkway. Fortunately, they have not. Maybe that's where the accident was. Possible. Oh, right. It's really coming up to the Colonia rest area. It's not actually there, but yeah, that accident's gone because that southbound side is moving much better. It's still fairly heavy back through Clark, but give it about another 5 minutes or so, and that should be out of the way for us. So we go back to our maps. Let's go to the Route 1 situation. Check in to see where this is. Whoa. Carnegie Center Boulevard. So unfortunately, the street sign is in the way, but that is where it is. You can see them fixing the utility pole. Again, Route 1 is just like a utility pole farm. It's crazy. There's a better shot of it. You see that right lane is shut. So it's really screwing traffic up through the traffic light, looks like. Oh, it doesn't look terrible there at Nassau Park. So it's really from Meadow Road up into Washington Road, or just before it. Alexander right in here. That's where things are just a bit tied up. All right, so let's hold to the schedule now. Let's go to the Weather Center, take a look at our weather for today from the Weather Watchers. Good morning.
Here's your Tri-State Traffic Show weather update. Headlines for the week: we are going to have clear skies for the next few days. However, on Sunday, we are going to see rain likely, and that rain chance is going to continue into Monday. However, later in the work week, we are going to have clearer weather. Commuter forecast for today: we are going to have generally clear conditions for the AM commute. PM commute, we are going to have more of the same. High temperatures for today: we are going to be in the mid to upper 40s, with 46 in Milford, 45 out in Islip, 45 in New York, 47 in Piscataway, and 47 down in Atlantic City. Tonight's lows: we are going to be sitting in the low 20s to low 30s, with our warm spot of 35 degrees in Atlantic City, 27 in Milford, 30 out in Islip, 33 in New York, and 26 in Piscataway. Futurecast not showing much on radar for us. We do have some cloudy conditions moving into the state with some spotty mixed precipitation.
Thank you so much. I gotta talk to John to make sure he sends over the who is doing the weather there, so we can give the proper credit to our friends at the Weather Watchers here today. So again, today temps are in towards the mid 40s, kind of seasonable today. So really no threat of rain. It's really the rain for Sunday evening into early Monday morning could be a bit of a problematic situation. Unfortunately, we're not live on Mondays for now because of me anchoring for MeTV. So, but there definitely is the strong possibility of some snow early Wednesday morning. I would say for most of North Jersey, they could get a little bit of a coating. So the Monday morning commute could be a little bit dicey. Even as you climb up into Rockland and Orange counties and in towards Upper Westchester, things could even be more interesting. The potential with a little more than a dusting. But again, we'll see. Let's wait and see at this point. Okay, so we'll just take it to some normal delays here on 80 both ways, getting into Route 19. Both ways of Route 46 out to Route 3 is heavy. Southbound 208 getting into Fair Lawn, that's crowded. So 17 north into Central Avenue and Rochelle Park. 23, we're seeing a lot of crowding here. Looks like there may be an accident here right at Route 80. You know what? Let's go to the cameras. And let me dial that in. I bet you they don't have the camera moved. Well, as I say that, kudos to the DOT. They have found this. Whoa, what is that? What is that? Something just go up in flames here? Look at that. Or are they putting maybe it's a car fire and they just put it out? I think that's what it was. Yeah, that's white smoke. That's exactly what's going on. The fire department just showed up. That's a car fire. 23 south here as you come into Route 80. Wow. That escalated quickly, as Ron Burgundy would say. Honestly, I don't think we saw any flames. Again, this camera is like VHS tape. So unfortunately, meteorologist Justin Godnick coming to us from Beantown. Hey, Don, finally able to tune in again. Yes, good morning to you, pal. Have to give all the viewers a little bit of an update of what's going on. If you don't follow Justin on Instagram and Twitter, especially Instagram, please do. He puts up some fun stuff for his with his new position there in Boston. NBC, was it NBC 10, I think, right, JG? So nice to have you with us here this morning. But yeah, so I'm wondering what that forecast is for your neck of the woods up there come early Monday morning. The S word will be, starting to accumulate. It looks like, there's a pretty decent shot of North Jersey. It looks like getting a little bit of something. But there's a little sugar coating or maybe a little bit more as you get up into the Hudson Valley. But you're a lot further north than us. He says NBC 10. Yes, sir. All right. So you're looking live here at Route 23. If you're wondering what this is and what all the smoke is the fact of the matter is that is a crash along or vehicle fire early on 23 south coming into the 80 interchange. So Justin says pretty similar, small bursts of snow, an inch tops for most. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. But this is quite honestly really the first go with this for the season, and people just forget how to drive. Really, is what it comes down to. So there's 80 at Route 23. I want to go. I'm sure they have it in the incident list here. Let me just get the exact verbiage of what we're dealing with, because there's a bunch of things going on there, and put it in the system. They haven't even put it in the system yet. Okay, that's how fresh of a deal that is. So I don't know if this is that exit there. I'm assuming is to go to 80 west, but this here, well, I guess we could street view it, right? I don't think that's for 80 west either. That's to get on to Route 46. Wow, this is a spaghetti mix. Wow, I thought that there was an entrance ramp to Route 80. Oh my. Let's come down this way. All right, this is what we need to see. So it is to 80 east. That's what you're looking at here. Well, we were. So this is going to 80 east, and that center lane here, that one right lane there is for 46 east. So there is no westbound direction there. I'm surprised that I didn't know that. First of all, I thought there was. But so we got the right lane shot on the ramp to 80 east off of 23 south. Essentially, you are looking at this here. See? Oh, it does that all the time. Couldn't have done that if you paid me. Oh my. Come on. Oh, come on. We're back on the road here now. There we go. Stay with it. Stay on target. Oh no. Here we go again. Stay on target. That's what I want to do. So that's the exit to 80 East. This is the to Route 46 East. There's the camera we are actually looking at, and they're looking down right in here. So it's that right lane. It's really the two right lanes. One on the ramp to Route 46 East is blocked, and then the other one is that center lane, which is the right lane for the exit for 80 East. Now, I think you may be able to kind of slide on over once you get out this way to jump across and onto 46 East. Okay. There it is. Vehicle fire. There is southbound. There's a vehicle fire on Route 23 southbound, Route 46 in Wayne. It's not Route 46. It's 80. Why do they keep talking about that? I get it right. All right. So we see that there. We're going to come off the street view now. We are going to off the street view. Fairly decent shot of traffic back towards Mount Alps Road. That is pretty busy. Connor says, good morning. Good morning, Connor. Nice to see you, sir. We will continue on now and come off of that. So that's the freshest problem on a Friday. Both ways to 24, really eastbound 24, heavy off of 287 into Florham Park and Columbia Turnpike. Westbound is heavy past the mall at Short Hills, Morris Avenue through Union. Typical Bacchanal traffic as you get through 7:30, 8 o'clock. 287 in Edison is heavy. Southbound 287 is fairly busy here as you come into exit 13 down through 12, but 78, 80, 206, 15, Route 46, that is going to be good. Let's just head up to this area here. Oopsie. Let's see. We will continue down. There's the Route 1 stuff out by Meadow Road. 29 starting to build some more volume into the Trenton Tunnel. And Parkway through this section of southern Monmouth County into Justin Land. JG, are you back here in Jersey, or are you still probably still up there? 55 at 42 is crowded. The Ben Franklin Bridge, Walt Whitman Bridge, Ben Franklin is a slow ride into Philadelphia. I see your comment, Connor. I want to get to the city before I comment on what you just said because thoughts about that. Cape May, Wildwood, Sea Isle City, Ocean City is fine. Let's go to the city. Again, it's a Friday now, 2 weeks from Christmas, a week from Hanukkah. So, things are fairly light as we, get progressively closer to the end of the year. So we go Staten Island Expressway is busy here at 440, and then across the Verrazano east onto the Belt over by Bay 8th Street. Westbound Belt is heavy here at Flatbush Avenue. Inbound Gowanus is a mess as you get all the way up into the BQE. And as you head out to Brooklyn Bridge, southbound BQE is heavy straight from Queens Boulevard all the way down. I think there's an accident or something going on here out by Flushing Avenue. No? Oh, well, we got the bridges and tunnels up. I know we're jumping all over the place. And Connor, I will get to your comment about Rutgers in a moment. About a half hour at the George, 20 to 25 at the Lincoln, 10 to 15 at the Holland. So you're down with numbers there when you see the 10 to 15 at the Holland Tunnel. Let's Dial in the city cameras. Let's take a look at what we got. Looks okay. Extraordinary amount of traffic here heading south at Wythe Avenue. Wonder why. That's about a lot of traffic getting off onto Wythe. There's something going on off the exit for Wythe and Kent Avenues. That's what I'm going to go with because there shouldn't be this kind of heavy traffic getting in. There's something going on to what street is that? What street would that be? I guess this is kind of like Service Road, Williamsburg Street West. There's something going on right here at the Wythe Avenue light. Maybe the light is out of timing out or some kind of accident or something. I'm not sure, but that's what's really screwing the BQE up all the way back through. Again, this is normally heavy, but this is extraordinarily heavy back through Queens Boulevard, Northern Boulevard almost. At that point, wow, westbound LI is heavy. Midtown Tunnel is about 2010 at the Ed Koch. Lots of delays here on the east side and the FDR Drive. Southbound is heavy out of the RFK all the way down in towards the 60s. West side is busy as well. Let's go to the Bronx now. What is this? Crash on 95. And bring that. Good morning, everybody. A little after 8 o'clock here. Watching the Tri-State Traffic Show. Join us for about the next, I'd say 35, 40 minutes or so until about 20 of. Looking at the conditions around the Tri-State. And there's something going on, I think, onto the ramp to the Deegan South. Or onto the Deegan ramps, I should say, because that should be a lot lighter than what it is. If they spin the camera around to the left, I think we'll be able to get a better handle as far as what's going on there. Not much. Oof, look at that. I think that's why that George Washington Bridge is so dialed out. You know, you got all this traffic here coming through this construction. Boy, hopefully they'll finish that sometime this decade. Some construction, but I mean, they're really widening up that Major Deegan. Crazy. Both ways getting into 3rd Avenue. Southbound Bruckner is heavy. Throgsek Whitestone, you know, I like what I see there. That's okay. North on the Bruckner extension up into the Hutch. That is going to be busy. Eastern Queens, we're seeing a lot of traffic east on the LIE and the Clearview, into the Cross Island. Both ways the Van Wyck is heavy here as you get out towards Jamaica Hillside Avenue. So is the westbound LIE just jacked up, getting up the hill into the BQE with the belt. Some light congestion getting west of the airport. So let's go back to our 23 crash there. There it is there. And looks like it's in the process of being worked on, moved over. So they've now moved over. It looks like the lanes here to Route 80 East are open, but it's really the ramp to 46 is shut. Let's go to Long Island now. So Connor says Rutgers should have won the game last night against OU. Yeah, no kidding about that, pal. That was a disaster. Somebody needs to do an audit on that final 10 seconds of the game because it's a joke. Rutgers is up 65-62 65-62 with, I believe, like 7.7 seconds left. Ohio State has no timeouts left. And what does Rutgers do? They call a timeout before the inbound. Why would you give your opponent an opportunity to set up a play, let alone knowing that they have no timeouts and there's nothing accident-wise across Long Island? So we'll go to the Hudson Valley. Why would you let your opponent set up a play and knowing that they have no timeouts, more than likely setting up several plays as things progress in the last 7 seconds or so? And, you're up 65-60, you're 3 points. The worst that could have happened was that you could have tied, gone to overtime. But instead, they called a timeout. Ohio State inbounds the ball. They get it up to about half court, and then Rutgers fouls them. I think I'm more upset with the timeout than I am the actual foul. So then that he makes both shots. So now it's 65-64. Rutgers gets the ball back in. They get fouled. He makes one of two. Now it's 66-65. No, 66-64, I should say. And then to their credit, comes down, hits the game-winning three-pointer. There's a lot of right things that had to happen, but he got a pretty good look at the basket. But the timeout is really where I have the issue with Pikiell. There's no reason for that. No reason for that to do that. Don't set him up. Just let him go. More disappointment from State Athletics. Oh, my goodness. If anything, you go to overtime. You let them tie the game if possible. Connor says the shot was out of bounds. The officials didn't even bother checking the footage. Oh, I didn't see that. I have to go back and look at the replay of that. That's a fair point. I'm surprised that they didn't check. Yeah, if you find that on YouTube, Connor, if you can post the link in the comments of the highlights of that game, the ending of the game there, maybe I can take a look after the show. But anyway, so we'll get back to the Hudson Valley. New York State Thruway after exit 11. Southbound with a crash at 11. Northbound New England Thruway before 19. Taconic disabled vehicle there, right shoulders out at 13. So let's go to the state cameras now. Oh, sorry about that. Connor's got his YouTube link. Excuse me. I don't believe I can probably show that on the air, but we'll take a look. Let's see here now. Where is it going? Oh, Hudson Valley. That's right. Going to Thruway. Dial in these cameras here. Can't see anything there. Nothing. Before 19, I don't know. I think that accident is gone as well. So let's go back to our maps. Again, 8:09 is our time. You see our sponsors at the bottom of the screen. You definitely know you're on a Friday when you see the Long Island traffic fairly light. Pretty much non-existent. LIE is great. A little bit crowding at exit 39. Then again, as you get into, well, that's going eastbound actually. Some Sun Glare East getting into 135 in the southern, again from about 19 to 22, some pockets of volume west into 110. But you can see the rest of Suffolk County is clean and green. North on the Sandy Coast, a little heavy. Getting north of the southern, 25, 25A. Sunrise Highway, Hampton Bays, Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton, all the way out to the end. We are clear. Let's bring in the Connecticut issues, if there are any. North Haven, let's see, northbound between 63, 64. The right lane is shut. That's way up here. That's way up there. That's 91, pardon me. 15, I don't see it on the Merritt. Southbound Route 8 coming into the Commodore Hull Bridge in Derby, that is slow. I think that's just some general congestion. The Dewdrop Inn. Dewdrop Inn was from Walton's. I think that was the name of the gin mill or whatever that was on Walton's Mountain. They played. Southbound, the 825 into 95 is busy, but 95 through Bridgeport, Fairfield, Norwalk is good. It's really just south of about into, I'd say 11 or so, and then from 9 all the way down to about 6, 5, that area is busy. The Hutch, a lot of traffic here getting up through Weaver Street, and I think that was partially because the issues at 19 on the NET. East in the Cross County is busy out to the Hutch. We will go east along 287 is busy out through Elmsford into White Plains. A lot of sun glare there, but Rockland County, we're fine. Thruway, that looks good. 17A, Route 6, 84. Again, all of northern Westchester, Dutchess counties, everything is fine because it's Friday. So again, now as our weather watchers have told us, and also Justin confirmed as well, that there could be a little bit of snow come early Monday morning. Very good idea, friends. Very good idea to please kind of winterize your vehicle. You know, put the gloves, the hat, the scraper, the brush. You know, I'm sure somebody out there has probably got it, but to set up like a little box of some type. Like a small little box that you could set it up as a go kit kind of a thing. Again, scraper, gloves, hat, scarf, maybe one of those heat blankets that is used out in, you know, for hiking. It's got the reflective material on it, just in the chance maybe you, God forbid, you get stranded somewhere. But leave it inside the car, not in the trunk, because if you're stuck in snow, whatever, you're not going to be able to get out to the trunk, and trying to take down the seats, trying to get into the trunk is a real pain in the you know what. So if you can leave it somewhere in your back seat of some capacity, that would be great. And the scraper, the brush, all of that. Maybe, I don't even want to say, maybe a little bit of rock salt or something, whatever, to maybe give some traction if you do get stuck. Again, you need to obviously plan it out for where your area is, and you know, to your tailor it to your needs. But now's the time to do it. Don't wait till you get stuck with snow. You know, sometimes it's more difficult to drive in like an inch of snow than it is to drive in something that we know we're getting 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 inches. Because for one, because a lot of people stay off the roads, and two, sometimes as the snow gets packed down or and so forth, it gets a little bit, you know, you can get a little slightly more traction, certain capacities that, you know, sometimes the roads can be a little bit wet and it's got a black ice or whatever. It gets nasty. River Line 712, that's long gone here. Will not operate due to a mechanical issue. Go to path now. Connor, I don't know whether I can actually, it won't give me the link. I have a button on my side that says private chat. I don't know. Are you able to send me a private chat through this? And then maybe I can call it up from there, or just email it to me. Just email me the link. That's probably the easiest way to do it. And then I can click on it from my side. So Newark's World Trade resuming normal service. Essential track maintenance is concluded. Between Newark and General Square, and we apologize for the inconvenience this may have caused. So at least pleasant about it. Let's go to the MTA now. Let's see what we got. The 3, you may wait longer for northbound 3 train. We're running as much service as we can with the train crews we have available. The F train, you may wait longer north for an F train. Okay. Let's go to the rails now. Fine on Metro North and Long Island Railroad. Western Service Change Port Jervis. 739 departure was canceled. Equipment availability. Okay. Alexander, did you go to Rutgers too? I don't know why I feel like I thought that you went to Rutgers, but I could be incorrect in that saying that. For some reason I thought you did. Go back to our 23 situation that's still being cleared. Looks like the one right lane is shut there on the ramp to eastbound Route 46. So hopefully that will be out of the way shortly. Okay, Connor, let me go to my email here. Let me see if you sent me anything. YouTube link. Sir, there it is. Take a look here now. Now we've kind of completed the cycle. Let's see here. Commercial. Why not? More commercials on YouTube. Damn it. We need more commercials on YouTube, please. Come on. My channel, there are no commercials except for the breaks that we put in. Don't you hate it when the commercials are longer than the actual clip itself? Stunning. Skip. Matthew loves ball. Okay, so this is the end. Looks like he actually got fouled prior to the 3. It's tough to tell Connor from this angle without a replay. And I dialed out. I turned it off. Okay, they fouled him. Now he's going to go to the line. I turned it off after the game. I think my thing recorded it. Okay, so he makes the foul shot. So now it's 64-62. And he misses the next foul shot. And that's where I just don't get how Rutgers was able to call a timeout without the ball. I'm missing that. Now he makes the 2 foul shots. Again, I don't want to get channel taken off the air with ESPN. So we're watching this. You're just getting a audio version of this. Let's see. Okay, so Rutgers is going to the line. 65-64, 5 seconds left. Okay, he makes the first one. So now it's 66-64. And 5 seconds left. He misses the first one, goes off the front of the rim. 4 seconds. I gotta see if I can stop it. Now, first, he looks like he gets fouled by Rutgers before the half court, which probably should have been called. And honestly, it almost looks to be like it's very close to a walk. Passes it off. Yeah, it's a tough call, Connor. I don't know. I got it frozen here. I have it frozen here. To me, his right foot, I hate to say it, looks like it's in bounds, but I can't without a sideline camera of some type, I can't. And again, I wish I could show this to you, but it's got the ESPN logo all over it. And how this guy is able to put this on YouTube is beyond me, but I'm not getting a strike. So to me, it looks like his foot is in bounds, but again, he clearly gets the shot off before the buzzer. There's no question about that. I mean, it's a hell of a shot. There's no question. But I know you're looking at a blue screen, and I hate to say that. Alexander says, no, I went to the University of Pittsburgh. Oh, okay, wonderful. Great school there. They were once in the Big East as well. Many moons ago. So yeah, I'd have to there would have to be some sort of another angle to go for the argument that he was out of bounds. That camera angle, to me, it looked like his right foot was in, but it's tough to see from that far of a shot. You'd have to see the sideline shot. I'll have to go back on my recording and see if because I just walked away from the game. Connor says that should have been a turnover for Rutgers. Yeah, if they did, if his foot was indeed out of bounds, sure. But even the play before it, like I said, it almost looked like he had a bit of a hop step there. I'd like to see more in-depth slow-mo on that. What's moving slow now is the Turnpike getting into Route 46. They've turned this camera around, and that is just horrible there on that inner roadway. That is the exit for Route 80. That's what you're looking at here. Okay, so that's not working. Basketball there. We're going to close out of these tabs. Computer is shutting down. And actually, if any of you have any recommendations about computers, I'm thinking I need almost like a gaming computer with a good graphics card. Not looking to spend an arm and a leg, literally. But I'm still leaning towards I know that the Mac Mini is going to update something soon with the M2, and just don't want to get caught in between here. But this computer is really, pushing maximum capacity with what I have. Part of the reason I don't really care for Windows is that you just get killed with all these stupid updates and whatever. Oh, speaking of update, hold on a second. We got to do our weather reports. So let's go to the Weather Center again. I wish I knew who it was, but here we go. Morning.
Here's your Tri-State Traffic Show weather update. We are going to have clear skies for the next few days, but on Sunday we are going to have rain likely, continuing into Monday. Later in the week we are going to have clearer weather. Commuter forecast, AM commute, we are going to have clear skies. For PM commute, we are going to have more of the same. Today's highs, we are going to be sitting in the mid-40s to upper 40s, 46 in Milford, 45 at an Islip, 45 in New York, 47 in Toms River, and 48 down in Wildwood. Tonight's lows, we are going to be sitting in the low 20s to mid-30s, 27 in Milford, 30 in Islip, 33 in New York, 29 in Toms River, and 33 down in Wildwood. Futurecast does not show much for us here in New Jersey. We do have some spotty showers moving into the state Saturday night, but that will clear out and we'll just be left with generally cloudy skies. 7-day forecast, we are going to have a high of 47 degrees today with a low of 26. Tomorrow we do see mostly sunny skies with a high of 43. Sunday we do get that chance of rain at 70% and a high of 43. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, generally the same, partly sunny to sunny skies with a high of 42 to 43 degrees. Thursday, we do see a chance of rain, or rather mixed precipitation with a high of 46.
Thank you so much for that. Again, I wish I knew who that was to give him some credit in the weather center, but you do see the 7-day weather forecast. For the most part, it's kind of seasonable now. You know, it doesn't look like there's anything terribly warm or terribly cold, but we'll keep an eye on. Again, I'm hearing some not rumors, but just some grumblings in the weather community about towards the end of the last 2 weeks of the year, it could be fairly cold. We'll see. See how that materializes. Alexandra says, I'm also on the hunt for a new laptop. I'm actually looking for a desktop. I'm not a laptop guy. I prefer the desktop. That's what the setup is here. And Connor says, and Alexandra, what's your budget for the laptop? And Connor, if you have any recommendations here for a desktop, again, I need something that's going to do really good video. Not going to be choppy and work my interface here with the audio board. So again, I love this Apple Mac Mini. It's fantastic, but I think it's just I'm just asking it to do too much. What we are doing now, pushing a lot of video. So I've seen a couple kind of budget things from HP about $500-$600, and then the Apple Mac Mini, just the base model, is like $649, which is not a terrible price for I think for what you get for the computer. I just need to check the connections and so forth. But that may be something where I can just kind of plug and play into the system that I have already. If you have any recommendations for a Windows machine, sure. Yeah, if you can email me something, Connor, that you know of, whether you like HP, Alienware. I've heard some good things about Alienware. You know, I'm looking for something that's going to be able to stream the video. I think that's part of the reason why the video gets a little blocky, gets a little choppy, is because the processor's doing so much, and I have to get the return feed back from StreamYard. And I've got, 4 or 5 Chrome tabs open, and a lot of these websites, some of the agencies all have, flash players or something going on in the background that eats up a lot of memory. So if you have any ideas there, Connor, certainly let me know. Send me an email with that. So again, this is on the ramp to Route 80. That's where that inner roadway is all jacked up. 280 across the Stickle Drawbridge. We're seeing a lot of delays as well. Looks like we may have a crash there. So let's go back, start from the ground point here now. 295 north, south of exit 56 in Mansfield. All lanes are open. We still have the situation there with the emergency repair. Cameras now. Let's go to 280, 21. That's all tuned up. Looks like the accident's just as you come into the Stickle Drawbridge there, or just after it, really going west. Let's see. 6th Street. If that's eastbound, that heads away. 8:27 is our time, friends. We were going to go for another 10 minutes, give or take, and then I have to just kind of retool here and get myself to for the New Jersey Morning Show. Let's see here. Anna says, Buenos dias, happy Friday. Sorry, I am late. I survived my trip to Milburn yesterday. Excellent. I left late, so I avoided the rush hour traffic. Great idea. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Looked like it was pretty much a good shot all the way up to Milburn. So that's wonderful, wonderful news. Alexander says, I got a big end of the year raise and bonus. Congratulations. Good for you. So I'm treating myself. That's wonderful. Now, Alexandra, I believe I know where you work, and I don't want to say it publicly, so we'll just keep that. But I feel like maybe a good friend of mine, I'll give the first name. His name is Scott. I think worked at the same place you do. I'm not 1,000% sure, but I don't know if you know him. I forgot what he did, but I believe that he worked for the same firm that you do. I know Scott's a tough without the last name, but I don't want to hand out last names and identities that I'm not authorized to do so. But really smart guy as far as computers and IT stuff and things like that. And just, I mean, the kid's on a kid. Jeez, I call him a kid. He's probably 30. But he excellent. Just sent the email. Excellent. Thank you, sir. He talks on another level. I mean, he is like when we're talking tech or whatever. It's like, Scotty, man, you gotta bring it down to another level, because it's really just whoa. Let's go back to the cameras. Looks like 287 at they've got this. They probably don't even have this either. What they do? Look at this. DOT on top of the game here this morning. They know. Again, you see the sponsors at the bottom of the screen: Shave Cave, Travels Darley, Maxim Motors, and Crime for Vanilla Bean Creamery. Again, Ralph has only 2 more weeks left, 2 weeks and a day before he shuts down for the winter season. So, okay, so you see this crash here. It looks like it closed up the right lane, 287 south on Route 24, getting into Morristown. Whether that takes out the right lane is a little tough to see, but it's definitely onto the shoulder. Maybe taking out the right lane as well. Okay. Let's go back to the incident list to see if they put that up. They've got to have this on there now. Yeah, and his vehicle spun out, right shoulder is shut. Okay. Hold on one second. Fan off here for a minute. Get a little crisp. Little crisp. So, let's go. So yeah, it looks like, the rest of the state is really in great shape. Like what's going on here to the AC Expressway. Mr. Green Jeans. Captain Kangaroo. Let's see. Expressway. They could be setting up some construction maybe in Sicklerville. Okay. Let's see here. Connor says I recommended getting Alienware for the desktop. Don't trust Omen. Okay. I'm not familiar with that. Again, it's fairly quiet out here this morning, which is good to see. Obviously this whole city situation is pretty bad. Again, there's something going on here. Okay, so now we're getting a crash. Now we're looking at something. Finally, they're admitting here that there's. To me, it looked like it was on the Wythe Avenue exit ramp. Let's see. I don't see anything there at Kent. Here's Wythe again. Oh, this is something new. I guarantee you this happened because and I'm guaranteeing that this accident happened because of whatever was going on to the ramp to Wythe Avenue to Williamsburg Street. Yep. So BQE just got dialed out. Bound Gowanus onto the Prospect. At the Prospect is crowded as well. The Belt. Upper East River crossings are fine. Eastbound Grand Central LIE is all tuned up. Let's go to the cross Bronx in either direction here this morning is fairly busy between the Bronxboro Parkway out to the Deegan. Southbound on the Bruckner is busy as you get up and into into Willis Avenue. RFK Tribe Road in Manhattan is busy. FDR Drive is a solid ride from the 130s all the way down into the 20s. That's a ton of traffic on that FDR Drive South. Wow. In Long Island, just some sporadic pockets of delays. Nothing to really terribly write home about. Sunrise Highway, Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton. Stanford, some delays here. Some 8 on over towards 5. Southbound on Route 8 at the 25 merge is busy there in the Southern Trumbull, Northern Bridgeport area, but the Merritt Parkway is empty. You know, you're on a Friday when that looks great. Hutch, still a lot of delays getting up into Weaver Street, 287. Even that's beginning to thin itself out through White Plains. Rockland County is good. Thruway, Route 6, 84, Thruway, 84, Fishkill, 84. That's fine. 684, Route 22, 684. That also is going to be in decent shape. All right. So, friends, we got about 3 minutes left. And let's see here. Connor says Alienware knows how to create a good gaming desktop. Okay, yeah, that's what I've heard. That they do a nice job. My nephew is big into computers as well, so see, I don't know what he has. I have to find out. He's got a computer, but I don't know. Quite honestly, I think he may have even partially built the machine that he's got. That right? Wow. He's only he'll be 13 in February. Let's see here now. Let's see what we want to do. Yeah, I think what we can do very quickly, because again, I have to connect with on New Jersey, is let's do a quick sponsor. Shaved Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark, 908-325-6283. Also, the lovely and talented Darlene Newman. I was just watching her program yesterday from Santa Fe, which was fantastic. I'm not sure what season that was, but it was terrific. Travels to Darley, Amazon Prime, Wonder Innovation TV's Germany, PBS Create, darley-newman.com is the website for more information on that wonderful program. Again, we're hoping to get Darley on the show here for an extended interview. It's not going to be live. I'm going to record it, and then we'll broadcast it on the channel at a later date. But I'm hoping hopefully we'll be able to get something set up for the holidays. But again, it's busy time for everybody, obviously. So we may wait till after New Year's, like that second week of January, because I don't know exactly when the show drops. Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, 908-272-3000 is the phone number, 22 North Avenue in Cranford, and Maxim Motor Cars, 973-620-9060. All right, friends, so we are coming up to the end of the show. Don's got to go. We thank you so much for dialing us up here this morning. Thank you, Connor, for the highlight reel there for Rutgers. Also, I will look at your email once I finish up the New Jersey morning show. So we thank you for that. And maybe we can have another conversation offline if you have any other recommendations for some of the computers that I need. Alexandra, congratulations on the raise and the bonus. Fantastic. Love to see that. So treat yourself to that, and get yourself a nice laptop. Wonderful. You got the new phones coming, and you got the new laptop. So you're all set for the new year. Thank you, Anna, for joining us, and thank you, Alexander, especially special guest star here, like they used to say in on Barnaby Jones or Maddox or Cannon. Tonight's guest star, Justin Godnick. So tonight's episode, snow is on the way. So anyway, so we thank Justin for dialing us up here on 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 this Friday. Connor says, of course, Don, thank you, sir. So we thank everybody, thank all of our sponsors. It's been a good week. We will be back live on Wednesday morning, probably about, I think I'm kind of changing the time now to about 7:30. I think just kind of works better with my schedule. But I'm going to try to reach out to Johnny to see if there's any kind of a special weather he could give us. And I we'll see, may come on Sunday night just to give a little update with some weather and so forth as I prep for Meet TV on Monday. But we'll see. So maybe keep an eye, keep those notifications, hit the bell notification there, let you know when we have a new live broadcast. And again, like and subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show on YouTube. All right, friends, have a fantastic Friday. Again, appreciate all the support here on the channel. Again, have a fantastic Friday and great weekend, and we'll see you soon.